Welcome to Help for Code Learning. I'm Ashish Gadpale, your Java trainer. Today we are going to discuss thread interruption. So guys, how a thread can interrupt to another thread in Java. So in Java, a thread can interrupt a sleeping thread or waiting thread by using an interrupt method of the thread class. So we have a interrupt method that is public void interrupt. So guys, let's discuss a real life example so that we can understand easily when interrupt method can be used. For example, there is a bus stop and three friends are traveling. That is Joy, Venu, and Raj is there. Now they are traveling and they know that that bus will come in 1 hour. So what Raj is deciding to go to sleep for 1 hour. So Raj had decided and called the three.sleep method, suppose, or wait method he has called to sleep for 1 hour. So he has set the timing for 1 hour. Now and saying to Joy and Venu that whenever bus will come, just interrupt me. So whenever bus will coming, so Joy and Venu will interrupt to the Raj. So for example, at the same time, before one hour, bus is coming. So what Joy and Venu will do? Joy and Venu will call the interrupt method to Raj. So Raj will wake up and continue its task. But in this case, suppose my bus is coming after an hour. So what will happen that time? But in the case of programming, we are using the interrupt method. This is the only case where my interrupt call will be wasted. Okay, so in such a case, we have to interrupt call. Means if my thread is in the waiting state or sleeping state, so we have to call the interrupt method. So by calling my interrupt method, my thread can continue its execution. So same situation can be arise in the programming of Java multithreading. So guys, how a thread can interrupt to another thread. So whenever we are calling interrupt method, if a target thread is not in sleeping state or waiting state, then there is no impact of interrupt call immediately. Interrupt call will be waited until the target thread enters into the sleeping state or waiting state. Means a thread should be in the sleeping state or waiting state, otherwise no impact of the interrupt call there. So guys, if my target thread is waiting or sleeping thread, then immediately interrupt call will be interrupt to the target thread there. So for example, if the target thread never sent to a sleeping thread or waiting state, so in this lifetime or waiting or sleeping time is over, so then there is no impact of interrupt call is there. This is the only case where my interrupt call will be wasted. So in interview, there may be a chance of question when interrupt call be wasted. So what you have to answer here? If my target thread never enters into a sleeping state or waiting state in its lifetime, or waiting or sleeping time is over, then there is no impact of interrupt call. This is the only case where my interrupt call will be the best. So now let's discuss an example for the interrupt method. So how we can perform the task. So guys, suppose I am having a class, main class is there, that is thread demo, and now I have to create a child thread. So how to create a child thread? That is class. Suppose I am going to create child thread, that is my thread I am going to create. And when my thread will be the thread, so I have to extend the thread class. So if thread class is extended, so now my child thread is my thread. Now what we have to do, we have to write the run method. So public void run method we have overridden. Public void run method is there. Run method is available in where? It is a thread class method. So we have overridden this method. And now what we have to do? We have to write a logic inside the try catch block, and we are printing a message that is child thread 10 times or 5 times we can print. Okay. So what I'm doing here? I'm writing the try catch block first, because it may throws an exception, means interrupted exception may throw, because we are using here sleep method. So a sleep method can throw the interrupted exception. That's why I write here the try catch block. Okay, and same things I can print a message for here, that is system dot out dot println, and what message I am going to print here, that is there may be chance of interrupted exception may occur or is occur, suppose. Okay, interrupted exception may occur. So we have to write the logic inside a try block. So what logic I am going to write? Like for loop we are writing int I equals to 0, then I less than 10, suppose I less than 10 times, or we can print the 5 times, or I less than 10, then I plus plus we have, right? Then what we have to do, we have to print a message that is child thread. So system.out.println, my child thread is there. So child thread will be printed 10 times, and what we are going to do, we are going to call the thread.sleep method. Thread.sleep method we are going to call. Okay, and we are passing time, suppose like 1,000. So it may take more time. That's why I'm executing this loop five times. Okay, so because time is more, so that's why it will take time. So that's why I'm executing this loop five times number of times. Okay, so this is my child thread logic is there. Now child thread is okay. Now when child thread is having a sleep method. Okay, so what happened in this case? So here the current thread goes to the sleeping state, and another thread gets the chance for the execution. So I have to write the logic for the main thread now. So in the main thread may also occur interrupted exception, because we are going to use here sleep method. So first create the my thread object, my thread. Suppose my thread object is, we are going to create the my thread t equals to new my thread object is created. Okay, now we have to call this thread. So how to call the t dot start method? So by calling the t dot start method will call internally run method. And now main thread call the interrupt method on the child thread. Okay, so what we have to do, that is t dot interrupt method we have to call. Interrupt method we have to call. So we have called the interrupt method on the child thread. So my child thread will be the interrupt. Okay, if my child thread is in the sleeping or waiting thread, let's see here, my child thread is in the sleeping state. Okay, so we have to call this interrupt method where in the main thread. Okay, so now same logic we are going to perform, that is for loop we are going to write here. So like int I equals to 0, then I less than 5, then I plus plus is there, and what I have to print a message, I have to print a message like main thread is there, sir. And again I have to use this sleep method. So my main thread will be in the sleep method. So I have called here sleep method, and my main thread will be executed 5 number of times. Okay, so this is the logic of this interrupt method. Now see here, we have used that is sleep method. So what sleep method is doing? Sleep method may throw interrupted exception. So what we have to, so we have to handle this exception either by using a try catch block. Same we have handled here by using a try catch block. Otherwise we can throw directly here interrupted exception. So throws interrupted exception. Okay. So now let me execute this program. So my Java thread demo.java and Java. So thread, main thread is executed. Then we have called the interrupted exception. Now main thread is executed. So in the same time, like suppose my thread is in the sleeping state or waiting state, so we have to call this interrupted, means we have to call the interrupt method.